Hello students, welcome to 7th maths class. In our last session we have started revision of chapter number 3 HCF and LCM. Today we are going to revise the remaining part of this chapter. Now we will see how to calculate LCM. Before that, just we will take a look at what is meant by LCM. The least common multiple of given numbers is the smallest number that is divisible by each of the given numbers. For example, consider find the LCM of 6 and 7. For that, we have to count the table of 6 and 7, and the first common number will be the LCM of these two numbers. See, with the help of example we will see LCM also can be calculated with the help of vertical or horizontal method. For example, find LCM of 60 and 42. Consider this horizontal method. We have to find the prime factors of these two numbers. By horizontal method, 60 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3 into 5, and 48 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Here 2 is repeated 4 times, so for that we will take 4 times 2. 3 is repeated for 1 time, so we will take it for 1 time, and 5 is also repeated for 1 time, so it will be taken as into 5. So while calculating LCM, we are not finding the common multiples or the common factors. We are taking all the factors included in both the numbers or 3 numbers. So here LCM will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 is equal to 240. So their answer will be, or their LCM will be 240. At the same time, we can use vertical arrangement to find the LCM. For example, here 3 numbers 16, 28 and 40. Their LCM we have to find. How to do this? See, numbers are 16, 28 and 40. Write them vertically in the form of columns. Now use the tests of divisibility to find the prime number that divides all the numbers and then the given numbers. Repeat this process for the quotient as many times as possible. After this, now find the number that divides the least two numbers, at least 2 numbers obtained, and divide those numbers by the number you find. Do this as many times as possible. If a number cannot be divided, leave it as it is. Then stop when when only common divisor you get is 1. Lastly, find the product of numbers in the column on the left. Multiply this product by the numbers in the last row. So here if you see this example, 16, 28 and 40. These all numbers are divisible by 2. So 2 is taken as common factor for all. Then quotient will be 8, 14 and 20. Again these numbers are divisible by 2. So after that quotient is 4, 7 and 10. Now out of 4, 7 and 10, 4 and 10 are divisible by 2. So for these two numbers, 2 is taken as factor. So after that quotient will be, for 4 quotient will be 2. 7 is not divisible by 2, so write as it is, and for 10 quotient will be 5. Now after this, for 2, 7 and 5, any common factor is not possible, only 1. Stop it here, and the product on left side and at the last of the columns, their multiplication will give us LCM. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 5 will be the result of this, and that will be 560. Now one important rule is there. With the help of that we can solve variety of problems, and that is the product of given numbers is also equal to product of HCF and LCM. For example, see this, the product of two digit numbers is 1280 and the GCD is 4. What is their LCM? Means here product of two numbers is given as 1280, HCF is given as 4. So with the help of this formula, HCF into LCM is equal to product of given numbers, we can find the LCM. Just put all the values, given values in this formula. So LCM will be equal to 1280 divided by 4, that will be 320. Now this HCF and LCM can be used for a number of applications. Wherever in question the word greatest is coming, that time surely we have to calculate HCF, and when the word lowest or smallest is coming, that time we have to calculate LCM. Also with the help of formula HCF into LCM is equal to product of given numbers, that also we can solve problems. So HCF and LCM can be used to add numbers in the form of numerator and denominator, because we have to find the LCM of denominators of given numbers and then we can add them easily. So in this way we have completed the revision of this chapter. For this chapter, remember, if the greatest of the given numbers is divisible by the other numbers, then that greatest number is the LCM of given numbers. So in this way we have finished the the revision of this chapter. In next session we will revise other chapters. Till then you can solve extra examples of these chapters and exercise also you can solve once again for practice.